Hey guys, this is Steve with the Floppy Emu disk emulator for vintage Apple II, Macintosh, and Lisa computers. The Emu can function as a hard drive, 5¼ inch floppy drive, or 3½ inch floppy drive, depending on the needs of your computer. Just plug it into the back of your old Mac or Apple II, then hit the power switch and boot up. The Emu is a little circuit board that combines a microcontroller, a programmable logic chip, and an SD memory card. I originally designed it for myself, but since then it's kind of taken on a life of its own, and now I'm selling them to other vintage Apple computer fans. Here's another example, booting up an old Mac 512K system. Connect the cable. Select the disk image from the menu screen. And it boots from the Floppy Emu. The Emu includes a 3-foot ribbon cable with a standard DB19 connector on the end. That's the type of disk connector found on the back of most vintage Apple computers. The nice thing about this extension cable is that the adapter on the end actually comes apart, and then it just turns into a standard 20-pin ribbon cable that you can actually connect to a disk controller card in your like Apple IIe or Apple II Plus. It just connects the exact same way that a standard 5¼ inch drive would. For any computers that don't have an external DB19 connector, you can also plug the Floppy Emu ribbon cable directly into the connector on the logic board. This is a Macintosh LC2 logic board here. All the disk images are stored as plain files on a regular SD memory card, which makes it really easy to work with them. So I can go ahead and put this straight into my computer. And then I can view all the disk images that are stored on that SD card, copy new ones on there or whatever I need to do. And I can also go ahead and open up the disk images with tools like CipherPress. So, super easy to work with the disk images on this thing. If you'd like something to protect your Floppy Emu board and show it off nicely, I also have this clear acrylic case with laser etched markings. Okay, let's boot up an Apple IIgs with the SmartPort emulated hard drive. Same deal, it just plugs in to the back of the IIgs in the regular disk port there. So I've got GSOS 6.0.1 booting up. And it's loading. So on this particular 2GS, let's see if I can show this. So I've got 2 disk images set up. I've got a 32 megabyte ProDOS volume that I just booted from. That's this new.disk. And then I have a HFS disk mounted as the second SmartPort volume, which is actually a 512 megabyte disk. So if you can see that, it says 509 megs free. Alright, next I want to show off the 5¼ inch disk emulation on my good old Apple IIe here. So let's go ahead and switch emulation modes. So I'm going to choose 5¼ inch floppy. Here's a glamour shot of my Apple IIe with the Floppy Emu connected. And I've got the board connected with the extension cable and it's just plugged into the 19-pin disc port on my Apple 5.25-inch disc controller card. It's just the standard Apple disc controller card. Okay, I've got the Apple II booted up and it's just sitting here doing nothing because there are no discs connected. So let's take a look at the Floppy Emu screen if we can, and of course we want to play Oregon Trail, so let's select that disk image, and there it comes. For more information about Floppy Emu, visit my website, bigmessowires.com. There you can read the manual or make a purchase. Thanks a lot for watching.